G'day folks, Scott here from Father and Son Hunting. We have a great turkey episode for you today. We got a new hunter, Barry. He headed out for his first turkey hunt this year. It's exciting, it's fun to watch, you're going to enjoy.
Folks, stay tuned to fshunting.com for all the action.
Today's father and son turkey hunt brought to you by Field Torque Knives, SRB Field Rests, Rhino Skin, Sitting Hawk. Father and Son Hunting can be viewed at huntit.tv network.
Hey folks, Barry at fshunting.com back here to tell you about my first hunting experience shooting turkey. We got up 4 o'clock in the morning. Scott came and picked me up. We went out to this bush that we had been scouting a little bit. It was a nice morning, about 15 degrees, dry weather, and we went out to the bush, walked in the dark out to our location. We were set up about 4:30 in the bush, just sat there patiently waiting for the turkeys to come out of their roost. We sat on the south side of the bush, and the bush ran east to west. Great location, as the sun was not going to be in our eyes when we were all set up for our hunt. We took out a hen, feeding hen, and set up in the hen and a jake in this bit of a corn stubble field, and we were just back in the tree line a little bit where it's a little bit nice grass for a great location to give us a little bit of camouflage from the birds. So we've been sitting in the bush for probably an hour. The sun's just starting to come up, and Scott started doing some calling. Thought we heard what sounded like a couple of jakes to the northwest of us. We were calling them, but they weren't really coming in our direction. So then things were quiet for about half an hour, and we were starting to get a little bit anxious as the sun was in a good position right now. And then we did another call, and we got an answer from what we thought was a big tom. And sure enough, we called back, and it was a tom. And we called to this tom, and sure enough, he answered back. He knew where we were, and he sounded like he was a good kilometer away. And we kept calling to him, and every time we called, he'd answer back, and he was getting closer, and he was coming. He was bound and determined he was going to come to our position. This Tom, he kept gobbling, and he crossed 2 cornfields to get to our position, and he could see where our hen and the jake was set up, and he was bound and determined he was going to come and knock that Jake off the hen. And this Tom, he kept coming towards our location. And he would stop every once in a while and he'd fan out his tail and drop his wings to the ground, and just a big, beautiful bird. And he was bound and determined he was going to get to that hen. And as he came closer, we knew he was bound and determined he was going to get it. And he was hobbling a little bit. Looked like he'd been in a fight. His right leg, he was limping on that, but he was a big, big bird. So the big Tom, he's getting closer, and he was walking on a sort of an east-west direction towards where the hen and the Jake were set up. And I'm getting ready. I got my Wingmaster 12 gauge with #4 shot shell in it, and I'm getting ready to bag this big boy. And at first I thought he was going to take a sort of a angular direction towards the Jake and the hen, but all of a sudden he stopped. And he started walking straight north towards, and he's getting closer now, so I got set up to start taking aim at him. As soon as he was in range, I was going to take him out. Now the turkey's within 30 yards of our position, and Scott had stopped calling. The turkey would stop. He was stopping, and he was fanning out his tail and putting his wings down, and he was doing a little bit of dance trying to get that hen's attention. I knew it was go time, so I started getting ready, and as I made a slight movement with my gun to get him lined up, his neck went right straight up, and that was the time to take him out. He was in a great shooting lane, and took him out with a good shot. just want to say that this was a great experience. My first turkey hunt that I was successful with, and it's just really a wonderful experience being up that early in the morning and going from a totally dark location in the bush, and the sun's coming up and it's nice and peaceful. You hear the birds rustling in the morning and everything, and then all of a sudden you hear that first gobble that you've been waiting for out there for an hour in the dark, and you're thinking you might not hear something, but then you hear something, then your heart starts to pump, and then the blood gets flowing through your veins, and then especially when you got that turkey right in your sights, your heart's pumping and you're really excited. You want to bag that first turkey, and just gives you that great feeling in your body that I want to do this again next year, and that's what I'm planning on doing. Next spring I'll be going out and trying to bag another big tom. Just a wonderful experience for being out there with nature first thing.
Father and Son Hunting want to congratulate Barry on his first turkey and look forward to seeing him in the field next year.